Okay, well done for engaging with the videos that we've created around marketing research. Now we're going to explore the student task that you've got. So you'll need to complete this task in groups and you'll need to complete it by our session on Thursday, so before our session starts. So you've got today, tomorrow or Wednesday to complete this as a group, although you can divide this out into individual components and work through parts of this individually if you want to. Now your groups will be based on your assessment groups, and I'm going to put that underneath this video so you can see which group you're in. So group A, your task will be to come up with a new product based on fitness clothing. Group B, a new product based on fashionable footwear, and group C, a new product based on energy drink. Now what we don't want you to do is get really bogged down by what your product will be. Spend like 10-15 minutes on this. Because where we want you to invest most of your time as a group is on the two activities that we've set up. So the first one will be to design a survey or a questionnaire in a quantitative way for your marketing scenario, for your group's task. Some of the key considerations. Well, what do you need to know? Think about the 7 O's that we went through on the last video. How are you going to administer your data collection? Will it be in person? Will it be over the phone? Will it be by email? What are the strengths and limitations of the way you're administering your data collection? Is there some academic research to help you with this? What types of questions are you going to use? Will there be closed questions like a yes/no? Would there be a differential scale? Would there be a Likert scale? Entirely up to you, but what types of questions are you going to use? Now you won't need to complete this survey or questionnaire, but you will need to, as in go out there and get data collected, but you will need to have the questionnaire or the survey built. So my suggestion will be, don't start the questionnaire or survey, don't write the first question down until you know what all the questions will be. One of the flaws that we can fall into is we just start doing this because we need to get it done. Remember what we said in the previous video around quantitative data? You get one shot of a questionnaire. You need to know exactly what you're looking for and exactly what you're trying to investigate before you design this. So go through that in depth as a group. The design of the questionnaire should be quite simple. If it doesn't look great and you haven't quite got that bit right, well, we'll let you off because this isn't a real questionnaire you're physically going to go out and collect. But the questions you ask need to be well thought out, well structured, well planned. Second activity is very similar, but you're going to do it for interview questions. So same marketing scenario, same group task, but now design some interview questions. So think about the 7 O's again. Will you do this in a structured way, a semi-structured way, or an unstructured way? Now, if you do it unstructured, you do need to think about topics, you do need to plan your topics, and you will need to know some stuff about that. If you do it in a structured way, you're simply going to have a list of questions. If you do it in a semi-structured way, you're going to have a bit of both. So quite often in semi-structured, which is the most common way, people will have some set questions, maybe 6, and then they might have some set follow-up questions for each question. They may not ask each one, they may not ask it in the same way, but they've got some follow-ups ready. Will you do it as an individual interview or a focus group interview? And what are the strengths and limitations of the approach you take? What you're then going to do is build that into a presentation, and you're going to share that presentation with the rest of the group. So this is your first real chance in this module to practically apply theory. So we've gone through some theory already in the videos. We'll go through some more on Thursday in our session. This is your first real chance to go, actually, let's think about how we collect market research. And let's put a questionnaire or a survey together. Let's put an interview together. Let's get some feedback on that. So your presentation is going to be delivered to the rest of the group in our online session on Thursday. But I think most of your time should be spent on designing the questionnaire or survey and designing the interview. So your presentation should last no longer than 5 minutes, and it could last less. It doesn't need to be 5 minutes long, and it's not assessed. And yes, try and make it look appealing, but again, don't spend too long on that. Spend longer on the design of the questionnaire and the design of the interview.